We're very close to the start of the finals of the men's canoe race doubles. We have the biggest crowd of the week here, 11,577 people, and we've got a story for you in this race. Yesterday, the Romanian team of Patzaichin and Simionov, 5th Olympics for Ivan Patzaichin from Romania, were in lane 1 of the 500-meter version of this event, and they were right next to in lane 2, side by side with the Yugoslavs, led by Lubeck, who upset them. Today, they are again the favorites for gold and silver. We're not going to guess in which order. This is Patzaichin in the head of this boat. If you can imagine what kind of a hero, Olympic hero, Al Order is in our country, almost made his 5th Olympics. That's what Patzaichin is to the Romanians. He's in the bow of this boat, and he wants some sweet revenge for having been upset in that race yesterday. Difference is, yesterday they were side by side. Today, they will be at the very top of your screen again in lane 1, but their competitors, the ones who upset them yesterday, the Yugoslavs, are way down here, closest to us in lane 9. They get ready now. It's going to be 1,000 meters, and the view of these two boats of each other is going to be obstructed by 7 other teams wanting very desperately that bronze medal, and I think any one of them would settle for that. JT, will the Yugoslavs now again, after that great victory yesterday, be favored for the gold here?
Saying they're favored is difficult. Patzaichin and Simionov are probably a little stronger at 1,000, but the strategy yesterday was that Lubeck and Simionov came back. Lubeck and Niskovic came back on Patzaichin and Simionov late in the race. I would expect the same strategy. I would expect Patzaichin to go out, establish the lead up at the top of our screen, Lubeck to be a little more cautious, stay with him, but back. They'll be out in front of the field, so although it's a long ways across the course, they will be able to see each other once we get off to a start. We're within seconds of a start right now, Diana.
Well, Lubeck out here in lane 9 was absolutely jubilant after his victory yesterday, and he would love to go home with 2 golds, I'm sure. There they are, off at the start.
In the first 50 meters or so, the boats will stay all very even while they're accelerating. The power to get up to maximum speed is not that much difference. In the middle of the race, we see the United States in lane 5. They're a possibility for pulling in on a 3rd.
Okay, here from the outside lanes, these are the 2 men from Yugoslavia working hard now. You can see Lubeck just takes a glance across the lanes to see where everybody is. But out in the lead, unlike yesterday, are the Romanians up at the top of the screen. Patzaichin with his long hair flowing behind him, his first Olympic medal in 1968 in Mexico City, and he's still going strong. They haven't, there, he took a glance over this way now. Don't forget, the team that they're worried about are right here, closest to us, the Yugoslavs in lane 9. Building their race during the second half.
They're through the 250-meter mark. Patzaichin can probably control the pace of a race and race it strategically better than anyone else in the world today. He's working on his 7th Olympic medal today. He has a very comfortable lead over the Yugoslavs that are out of our picture right now. I know that he remembers how Lubeck came back on him yesterday. He's trying to get the lead out far enough so that they lose contact with the field.
And the man in the backside of Patzaichin's boat, as the stern paddler who steers the boat, actually is no slouch either. His name is Toma Simionov, and he happens to be the defending world and Olympic champion at this distance with Patzaichin. Here they come now with a very comfortable lead at this point. Could it possibly be that another boat could make up this kind of a 3-boat length distance?
No, I don't think that we'll see this. Coming into 500, we'll get a good idea of where everyone is. Patzaichin is in the lead. Lubeck is in 2nd.
7th potential Olympic medal now for Ivan Patzaichin. 5th Olympic Games. I can think of very few athletes who can say that in general.
We have the French that are in 3rd place. Right now, it looks to me like Patzaichin's strategy has paid off. They have a boat length of open water. I don't think that Lubeck can come back this far.
Although the gap is certainly closed between their boat at the top, the Romanians, and the Yugoslavs down here. Give you a good idea of just how calm the water is here today. Absolutely perfect conditions, and the Yugoslavs are working. Lubeck in the front, 30 years old, strong as a bull, and his 23-year-old partner in the stern who does all the steering. They've closed it to just about a boat-and-a-half length difference.
They're making their move right now. The Romanian stroke rate had just dropped. They've got 250 meters to go. Patzaichin just took a look. He knows they're coming. If he can go up, they're going up right now. This is going to be close.
By the way, we should mention that you are seeing the very best in the world. This happens to me, an event in canoeing which is not affected by the boycott whatsoever. If all the teams in the world were here, these would be the two boats you would see in first and second. Holding on to that lead, Patzaichin up at the top of your screen with Simionov in the stern of his boat. And here are Lubeck and Nishevek really pouring it on, and they are closing in. But as they hit the yellow buoys here, 150 meters to go, it seems highly unlikely as Patzaichin looks over almost every third or fourth stroke now, and he looks very comfortable, stroking smoothly into the finish.
Patzaichin saw Lubeck make the move. He responded to it. They're in command. They know that there's no way that they can make up a boat length in that last 100 meters. Here they're right to the finish, Diana. Call them as they come across.
We put the line up for you, and it was the Romanians in first, Yugoslavs second. They flip-flopped their results from yesterday, so they've gone out with the revenge.
Bronze medal for France.
And the two young men from Bologna finish in third. The Romanians get their revenge from yesterday, and Patzaichin gets his 7th gold medal. The Yugoslavs are second, and the French team finishes